some, let me call them wolves, are also trying to catch in on the Supreme Court ruling to ensure that Ebuni is out of the way and ensure that their own person is the national leader of the party. Because the leadership of the party, the NWC most times, determine the mode of election in the party, whether it's going to be direct primaries or indirect. If it's not going to be direct primaries, they also decide who the delegates are going to be. So it speaks a lot. It speaks a lot, and so I'm not surprised that this is coming up now. Well, Secondus would be within, his right to say that. Well, I'm not going to resign. Tell the whole world what I've done. Of course, he knows what his offense is. Definitely, it is just simply not aligning with the interests of some persons within his party. So it's not coming as a surprise at all.
So is it? For you, Barrister, the fact that the governors cannot even decide, the way forward, what does this say?
I see it more as a disconcerting, distraction. Because one would have thought, that with the state of things, PDP would put its house in order, and concentrate more on what is coming. That is the election in less than 2 years. It is so surprising, that we still have some of these people who intend on hijacking the party hierarchy, or leadership for their selfish gains. Because we know from what I read, there appears to be this alliance between Atiku and the governor of Rivers State. And that is so shocking to a lot of people because Secondus is himself a product of the ingenuity of Wiki. Or is it wicked? Yeah. So you see, but it should be expected. Any grouping of people, would necessarily have things like this,
let me also add to that I think pre-2019, Secondus had made a remark, I think after their party primaries, that obviously 2023 would be for the South. And, so apparently he seemed to be standing by that. And of course, there's been a fallout
exactly.
Wiki.
Exactly.
Immediately after the party primaries, Wiki had made moves to ensure his removal. So it tells you a lot.
My own concern is this. You see, why is it every time we want to discuss politics in this country, it is PDP, APC, Where are they?
There are two things. One is they do not have that money, to muzzle, to muzzle the. And that was the discussion I was having with.
If they don't have the money, don't they have the ideology?
Well,
let them. You see, because this is a time when a lot of us are harping on ideology. So we should have new parties coming out and
so are you saying it's only money that's needed to sort of gain some sort of relevance?
Not only money,
okay,
but it plays a major role, and this is why I will give you. This is why during an election, I'll give you the example of my experience as an observer during the Ondo State election, and I think I said it here. A woman was collecting 20,000, and I walked up to her and said, "Mama, why are you collecting this money?" I said, "Okay, you don't want me to collect money. Okay, give me 20,000 naira." And of course,
that's why.
That tells you.
You've said this before.
That's
it's a big. Seriously, it's a big problem.
There was a case of a young man who is now in the House of Representatives who never campaigned. Alaji money also from Ondo State, who never campaigned, but on the election eve day came with massive millions, threw it around the constituency, and before you know what was happening, the candidates from the two major political parties were already on their knees weeping.
That is why we need prophylactic remedies for this disease. It is time for you and I. We have a duty to start educating our people.
Okay.
You see, collecting money from politicians, you have been doing it since 1960. Where did it get
But
you?
since 1960, they are still hungry. Why teach the white
I
people?
was going to mention that there is
Yes,
a condition of poverty.
They're getting hungrier and hungrier.
But why don't you take that hunger for just this short while and vote in the right kinds of people? The problem we're having.
I think two things don't work. They are parallel lines: poverty and logic. They would never see eye to eye. When poverty comes into place, logic flies out of the window.
And there is a deliberate attempt by
continue to keep people
to continue to subjugate them.
So then what?
It's so unfortunate.
Now, someone who has not had 5,000 naira,
Exactly.
giving that person 5,000, and then 2020 we had so much money was given 20,000 naira in some constituencies, in some polling booths. It tells you a lot. So you're now talking to a woman who already, now these are the things. Number one is that there's already a disconnection, or what Martin Buba will call the I-Thou dichotomy. The people don't see these elected representatives as their representatives. They believe that when we vote for them,
Yes.
we will not kuku see them again
So let me
until
collect
after 4
my
years.
own.
Now they are
Yes.
offering us something. Let me just collect it as my
exactly.
own take-home package,
Right.
and then it can go to blazes for all it can.
Could
Wait,
it also
wait,
even
we
be
should-
that they start? Because I mean, for me, if I'm hungry, it is whoever gives me that I'll feel cares for me more than maybe someone who decides. Even the good book says, exactly. Even the Bible says, for example, that if somebody is in need, instead of saying "Go, God bless you," and go,
And then
you need to. So for them,
the truth of the
is this-
matter is the end of the problem is not in sight.
Wow.
You see, we cannot continue to celebrate cretinism as ideal. All right, but look, there must be a stop somewhere.
why can't people collect these things and then just
now,
vote?
look at what our people have been going through. Look at what we have been going through. I think perhaps because we have been trying, for a long time, we do all of these things in English language. There is the need now to start
But
speaking.
we do it in
start
Yoruba. We
speaking
do it in Yoruba.
The people in the language they understand.
I always say that democracy itself is problematic, and of course we've seen that even across the globe. But there is a need for us to begin to tinker with what I call informed democracy. Now, you cannot expect a woman from, now with all due respect, a woman from Uje, okay, and then she comes to the polling booth and votes on the platform of, Omowane Joshi, or because I've collected money, without considering the manifesto of that person, and then compare our decision, our choices, with someone who is making choices based on adequate information. Not even that, someone who is also educated.
Exactly. I was going to say yes.
Would make decisions based on, I do not have shoes. I'm going to change 1 naira to $1 without considering.
So it's not even about
what we are now telling the people is this: look, you collected their money. Today, bandits are killing you, killing your children, raping your women, and all kinds of things are happening. You collected their money. You can no longer go to the market, or when you go there, you cannot buy what you need. These are the fallouts of the monies that you are collecting from politicians. So why do you want to continue doing the same thing the same way, and you think you can get a different result? We should start teaching the people. There is the need for sensitization of the people.
But quick question: Who says that if they don't collect it, that for voting for somebody from a third party will mean that their life will be transformed?
Listen, even they should not even refuse collect it. They should collect it. It's their money. But you can still go there and exercise your voting rights as you wish.
A woman who's had so much terrible experience
in a relationship, right?
And then someone comes along and says, "See, I love you," and then brings certain pegs to the table, and then someone is saying, "You need to review this thing." This person is bringing pegs, and then he tells the person who is advising, those who did not bring pets to the table,
exactly,
it still ended in premium tiers. Now, someone is bringing pets to the table.
At least
why not let me take these pets?
And so far, in
and then you see if it ends in premium tiers.
I know.
My position is this, and I sincerely hope that well-meaning Nigerians will take it up from here. That we have seen examples in other parts of the world. I saw one in India. You know, he had come earlier with so much promises for the people. And then he went, he was elected 4 years, nothing happened to the people, and he came back. And they beat the hell out of him.
Yes.
You know? And so we need to begin to see things like
we have this thing where
that happened pre-2019 in the north. You see, the
issues, we saw elements of that in the north.
Weaponize poverty. You see, when you begin to weaponize poverty and make it a strong element, the only reason why someone will want to collect 5,000 or 20,000 really in the first place is because they are poor.
I even think it is time. You know, it's just that the system is not working.
Okay.
I don't want to
make it work because they know that if this system begins to work, then their stronghold on the people is lost.
We'll take a short break, but let's hold the thought. Let's take this break, and when we come back, because I think there's something else I want to. Something happened over the weekend when the news about Ghana being able to go to the UAE visa-free came. I had a conversation with somebody, and he said something, and I'm going to repeat it. Let's take a short commercial break. It is straight from the dailies. Hang on, we'll be right back.
With star 966 hash easy banking, you can open a Zenith Bank account, purchase airtime and data, make transfers to any bank in Nigeria, pay bills and make POS payments, create a wallet account, and perform other self-service options like PIN and password reset and temporary blockage of your account. Star 966 hash is fast, easy, and convenient. And more importantly, it can be used on any phone type as it requires no data. Dial star 966 hash to get started now. Zenith Bank, in your best interest.
Give malaria a double punch of Artesunate and Ammonia Queen in a perfect combination. That's Camosunate. Camosunate. 3 days anti-malaria therapy. Camosunate. And you will bounce back to life. Camosunate. Comes in 4 different packs for different age groups. No 1 year. 1 to 6 years, 7 to 13 years, 14 and above. Camosunate for a malaria-free family.
Camosunate, effective anti-malaria for all ages. Marketed by Janet Pharmaceuticals Limited.
Ṣolówó nínú àkáǹtì rẹ̀, ṣó fẹ́ gba díẹ̀ nínú rẹ̀. Ṣàlọ́ ṣe cardless withdrawal lọ́dọ̀ àwọn Momo agents. Ọ̀dà àǹtí káàdì rẹ̀ dà, mo ti gbàgbé rẹ̀ sílé. Gbowó rẹ̀ láì ní káàdì lọ́wọ́ lọ́dọ̀ àwọn Momo agents. Ìgbàkúgbà tó bá nílò owó, ṣùgbọ́n káàdì rẹ̀ ò sí nítòsí. Ṣáàtì ṣe cardless withdrawal lọ́dọ̀ àwọn Momo agents. Momo agents yóò. Ṣáàtì ṣe cardless withdrawal lọ́dọ̀ àwọn Momo agents.
Ní báyìí, o lè gbowó lọ́wọ́ èyíkéyìí aṣojú Momo tó súnmọ́ jùlọ. Kódà tí káàdì gbowó ò bá sí lọ́wọ́ ẹ, ṣáà ti tẹ star 223 hash láti wá Momo agent tó súnmọ́ jùlọ.
Momo agent kò léwu, ó yá gan, kò sì ní wàhálà.
Becky, come and have your cereal.
Mommy, can I have my cereal with more glucose D, please?
Can I also have my tea, please?
Of course, darling. As a mother, I choose Monroe Glucose D as the sweetener for all my family's cereal and beverages because it not only gives my family instant energy, Monroe Glucose D is enriched with calcium and vitamin D. When you're buying, look out for the Monroe Glucose D logo on the pack to ensure that you're getting premium quality. Monroe Glucose D is manufactured by Brand Monroe Limited.
Energy fast.
Nice strike! Guy, imagine say Messi, Ronaldo with Mbappe dey your house. Imagine the kind football experience where you go enjoy. Go imagine say you cross leg on top share, dey flex for your house because now our home, our football with La Liga, Serie A and Premier League.
No dey imagine things so. Go get your own GoTV decoder plus 1 month of mass subscription for only 6,900 naira. I'll make you enjoy all the ogbonge live matches wey full ground this season. GoTV, love it.
Babe, that girl must be using something.
Hey, Berry, what kind of something?
You to see how she's always smiling, displaying her 32.
You're cuckoo right. I know her secrets. I know what she's using. She uses it twice a day.
Tell me her secrets.
I'll give you a hint. ABZ.
ABZ?
Yes, ABZ is the secret. Close-Up contains antibacterial zinc, ABZ, which gives you 3 times more freshness and 3 times more protection. Better than your regular toothpaste. Now you know the ABZ secret.
The new Close-Up is her secret. Everybody must hear.
You can't keep a secret.
New Close-Up with antibacterial zinc. Triple the freshness, triple the protection.
Not in new level. Your ticket from Baskin to yesterday's gone today. Keep your lucky day for Baskin to you are royal, you we are gonna make me bad with Baskin to go check these cars to keep your lucky
Bet King, playground for kings.
On a cool day, what do you want to do?
Make you spice up your life.
As in, collect tea as it hot. And chilled Sprite to the cool body.
Give your favorite pepper meal that extra vibe with a chilled bottle of Sprite, now in a new bottle. Enjoy the refreshing lemon-lime taste of Sprite, no matter the heat.
The game is on. It's a game of fame, love, and betrayal. To remain in the game, watch your back and never lose your guard. Because when you do, you're out! The biggest reality show in Africa, Big Brother Naija Season 6 is back. Don't miss the intense drama this season. Showing 24/7 on DSTV Channel 198 with live eviction show on Sundays at 7 p.m. on Africa Magic. Headline sponsor Abeg. Associate sponsor Patricia. BB Naija is rated 18.
One passenger. Big auntie. Come and enter my bus now.
Hey, conductor, this cough is serious. I beg, you need to go to the hospital.
Hospital? Auntie, if I go hospital now with this cough, those people will just say I have COVID-19.
No, they won't. Doctors say cough symptoms are different in every condition. Some are dry, others are wet, like your own.
God bless you, auntie. I have told this my conductor. The cough has refused to go, and it could be tuberculosis.
Conductor, check am make you dey sure, because who no go, no go, no.
Check that cough for tuberculosis.
Check am make you dey sure.
If your cough is more than 2 weeks, it could be tuberculosis. TB tests and TB treatment are free. Just call the National TB Hotline on 3340 for information on where to get the tests. This message is brought to you by the Federal Ministry of Health with support from the American people.
A fully furnished, nice and comfortable hostel accommodation in University of Ibadan, or a place for seminars and executive trainings at the same venue? You do not have to worry. Adebayo Akonde Hall suits your lodging needs and provides you a home away from home. Adebayo Akonde Hall is a 4-star hostel built in a serene environment with constant supply of electricity. It has fully furnished rooms that gives you great comfort at an affordable price. Adebayo Akonde Hall is located at Ajibode Extension, University of Ibadan. To make reservations, visit www.adebayohall.com or call the numbers 0805-699-8718, 0805-699-8719, 0805-699-8720. Adebayo Akonde Hall. Built for comfort. Built for you.
calling on all streamers, gamers, and heavy data-based business machines. Glow is giving you a mega data plan that's truly out of this world. For 100,000 naira, you get a whopping 1 terabyte of data that carries you for a whole year.
Wow, I love it!
Yes, you heard right. 1 terabyte for 100,000 naira. So go ahead, chat, stream HD videos, post, upload, download, and enjoy mega data as much as you want. 247 365. Dial star 777 hash to subscribe today.
Unlimited.
Splash FM 105.5.
Can you just be the best person, right?
Thank you.
With almost 100,000 Instagram followers and over 100,000 followers on Twitter. Wow. And more than 250,000 followers on Facebook. Great. Our followers are our greatest assets. Join our social media family for breaking news, daily information, and giveaways. On Instagram and Twitter at Splash FM 1055. On Facebook at www.facebook.com/Splash FM 105.5.
Splash FM 105.5.
Mamas, on a good morning, for your picking bright smile, make sure say them they brush every day with Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection because Colgate locks calcium in.
Splash FM 105.5.
All right, welcome back. It is still straight from the dailies on Splash 105.5 FM. We are the Integrity Station. We're reaching you live from the big brand new city called Ibadan. All right, so wow, time is fast spent. But before we went on that break, we're actually talking about, how we can educate people to, do beyond what we've always done, the unusual, which is the PDP, APC, and, we've had this discussion. But somebody was saying how I think a few days ago it was reported that Ghanaians can go to the UAE without a visa, and somebody said, obviously there was an outcry on Twitter and some of the social media platforms, and someone said, the reason why Ghana, apart from the fact obviously they are smaller than us and all of that, but because they've had this revolution. I'm not saying obviously we should stand our politicians and kill them, but a message has been sent that corruption is not institutionalized here, and so until Nigeria gets there as well, we'll always have issues. That's why we're having issues with vote buying and weaponizing poverty, etc. What do you think about that?
It is so unfortunate, Ronke. Let me give you one very good example. I have a friend in South Africa, West Obama, and he posted something recently about what is happening in South Africa. People who are aged 60 years and above collect the equivalent of about 60,000 naira monthly from government. The jobless people are given about 10,000 naira stipends monthly. And then the giant of Africa. What is the problem with this country?
Barrister, I think you should look at the spelling of giant before you say that. Giant has a J and of course an ant. So when it comes to giant, so I think we must.
It's so unfortunate. Our rulers flounder on ideals and policies of state, and not only that, with such arrogance. With such arrogance.
It's really...
And you start wondering the fluency of stupidity in the corridors of power. Coupled with the highfalutin justifications by these midgets thereat, is an enabler of rabid hate.
Right.
What we're experiencing now, and the conflagration threatening the corporeal existence of the amalgam called Nigeria. It's so unfortunate.
It is. I mean, like just a few moments ago, I read this headline about the 19-year-old that was jailed for life over aborted. Aborted means he didn't even steal the bike in Ekiti. But yes, we read the story and then, of course, realized that he actually had a gun. So it was armed robbery. It's not about just stealing somebody's bike. But I mean, the fact that he's getting life, a lot of people say, okay, you said while we're off air, he obviously is not fit to be in society. But like you said, so is a lot of our politicians also based on their antecedents.
I think if you want to, most times when people raise issues of one country is progressing and the other is not, I ask, have you checked the literacy level? There is, I may not be able to say they are mutually exclusive. However, they are not mutually exclusive. However, there seems to be a connection between literacy level and development. Now, what brings development? Development comes in, as a result of the cross-fertilization of ideas. When you can raise an idea and then I can critique your idea and then we'll come up with, in the whole development of science and technology. What do we have in Nigeria? A country where the literacy level is on the lowest ebb. Go to the north. Now, if you look at the dichotomy between the north and the south, the only reason for the continued underdevelopment of the north is because of the level of underdevelopment.
But I will challenge that assertion, Plato, with due respect. When we say literacy level, what exactly do we mean? I think myself and Professor Ni Yoshindari, talked a little bit
about
education, the level of education.
Yes, not just Western education.
Right.
Now, there are certain things we cannot deny. You can train a child, and of course there have been theories in that regard to that effect, that a child can be groomed in their local languages, and then, for instance, in Benin Republic, for basic classes, you're groomed in your indigenous language. It is when you get to higher classes that you start learning French.
There is an opportunity that has been offered the whole world now. Runke, you have been to the UK severally. How many of them went through college up to university level?
Not many.
So no. So what I'm saying is the same thing in America.
Right.
The same thing
These
in
are
America.
children that go there and pay international fees.
Exactly.
In the 50s and 60s, when you go through basic school, you are like a king. Now, you see, when we keep having situations where we can develop, at least have that. Why do you do it now? What was the idea behind
what I am saying
as president must have at least primary school, because they understand that if you have primary
basic foundation.
Plato, what I am saying is this. I used to tell my friend something. If an Isaleko boy with no education whatsoever has an opportunity to go to the UK, lives there for a year, 2, 3, by the time he comes back, he has the equivalent of a bachelor's degree in terms of what he knows. I say when he goes to America and comes back, he has the equivalent of a master's degree. Why is it so?
Really?
That opportunity has been brought here too. Go to the market. Mama, elo le nteja yo. And edo, hello, bawo ni o, show ambe. All of them have started using phones. Some of them too have started sending text messages. It could be in their local dialect or whatever. These things are creating awareness in the people.
Exposure, right.
And enlightenment is what we need. It is not necessarily four-cornered classrooms to teach them. Enlightenment is what we need. And the social media is bringing all of this on board. Although, like Prof said, we have to be careful because of fake news and the rest of the stuff.
Now, a lot of people on social media, what news do they pick? What information
exactly.
do they pick? Now, I read something yesterday, and the person created.
Are they enlightened enough to pick the wheat from the chaff?
The person created a mirage. I said,
Ati fake you, ati fake you. They come into the equation. They become a part of the conversation. All right. If they say, Yomi Ogunlola has stolen 300 million naira. Let them read it and start asking questions. Then, in the course of their investigations, they will come and find out the truth. That is the part of education that we're talking about. The part of enlightenment that we're talking about.
Okay, great discussion today. Let's quickly take a few. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Yeah. Olu calling. Good morning.
Olu, go ahead real quickly.
Yeah. I've been trying to call in. Good morning, my prof barrister. Socrates, Socrates, I don't want to salute you at all. Because you're always looking something from the negative angle. I don't know. I mean, for calling you people to that place is to provide solutions that Nigeria can be
Right,
better.
Mr. Olu, let's get straight to the point.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. We are calling it so that this country will be better. That's the essence of it. I mean, internet has opened a lot of opportunities to the world, and Nigeria should not be left behind. All the news that you people are hearing is from your phone, from any device, mobile device, and anything like that. Solutions are around us. Thank you. Good day. I don't want to talk any further. I mean,
I don't think you were fair to Plato, with that submission.
Thank you. We would also lose sight of the fact that when you don't do a proper appraisal of the issues, you cannot get the solution.
Right. Thank you. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. What's your
name?
name?
Good morning to everybody in the studio.
Yes.
Yeah, Barrister, good morning. This is Basharan.
Basharan, go ahead.
Yeah. Why are we having this problem of bad leadership and the infrastructure? Are we not the one caused this? How do we manage in our home, for God's sake? We don't manage our home very well. This bad leadership we are talking about does not start from Muhammadu Buhari administration, but it was escalated more than before. Are they not their products? Are we not the one produce them? Let's go back home and do the right thing. That is why we are having problem of aborting, kidnapping, raping, and also rubbish. This is the bad system. We need to go back to our home and train our children very well.
Right.
Thank you,
Thank you so much. Thank you. Someone does need to come up with, I don't know, a way for a neutral party or more parties to stand out, to evolve.
I'm not talking about the whole idea of monetization and weaponization of poverty. Those who still have a major role to play are still the political parties. You know, Levitsky's Why Our Democracy Dies talks about the role of political parties as gatekeepers, and I keep mentioning this. These new parties or third forces, you may want to call them.
Where are the NSAS boys?
The ones that are supposed to start reaching out.
Right.
Where are the NSAS boys? They were able to raise money for their protest. And one of the things they promised was that they were going to float a political party. You see, if you float your political party, the idea about money, it can be restricted to their APC, PDP nonsense they are talking about. You float your own party, and
when the government had already accused them of treason and all sorts of things.
No, they won't come in the name of SARS.
Okay. All right, this text here says, hello, Ronnie. The place of money in pursuing political ambition cannot be overemphasized. Apart from using money to induce voters, there are so many other things that without money, your ambition will only end up like Falano, late Gani. Let Bryce Yomi continue to blow grammar where our own people are just
You know this conversation about money. Someone who listens to the program just started me up and said, "Oh, Plato, you are supposed to contest." And I said, "Good." I said, "Why are you just say good?" I said, "Well, I don't have maybe 50-100 million naira to throw to Ogunpa River."
Right.
It's not only money. I said, my brother, I am down to earth here. I have related with politicians. I understand the game.
Right, yes.
You see, when you want to contest as governor, you need 5 billion to get your party ticket.
Right.
And another 10 billion at least.
Wow.
To run the election.
Plato, Plato, look at it this way. Shebi Bibi Naija non shilolowo. Very soon they will tell them to start voting.
Yes.
And you will see 100 million Nigerian youths voting.
That alone is even telling you how we can.
So why can't we harness, that kind of power that we have?
Oh Lord.
That's because.
So you want me to use my money in Barrister to vote for people that will not see again after 4 years? You see, as much as the person that
but this was how much of them do they see?
The negatives. We must also problematize issues. Now you want me to use my 4 naira or strain myself? These are some of the reasons for voter apathy. When I feel that these
exactly.
I've
never met you before. You just came out of.
What has Nigeria done for me that will now make me feel that I should go?
Let's go back to the phone lines. Hello, good morning.
Hello,
good morning. What's your name, please?
Good morning. My name is Shino.
Oh, hello, Mr. Dr. Shino. Good to have you here. Go ahead. Thank you for inviting us to your father's
Thank you.
celebration.
Thank
of
you for
life.
coming too.
All right, go ahead.
Thank you. Just want to briefly talk about the issue of money. I don't. There is no way money doesn't come into play in Nigerian politics. So, in fact, it's the number one factor. You can even have the whole of ideas and everything. If you don't have the money, it will only take good luck. And say you have a Babanik Bejo that just wants to bulldoze his way through and just put you there. But if you're coming in, if you have that money, you can actually bulldoze your way inside and get the party ticket and even get everything. But the role of money is very, very important in getting any ticket and in getting into anything in politics in Nigeria. And it is not just any money. It is mad money that you can decide that, okay, I have this kind of money that I can actually throw away.
Exactly.
It is mad money. I have friends in the UK that have tried to come into politics in Nigeria, and they lost it, and they said they can never do that again. And I laughed at them. I was like, guy, if you really mean well for the country, and if you should have known that this kind of a thing can happen. You should have budgeted this amount of money that you can actually waste.
Someone that works maybe 2 jobs. Come and blow the money on you.
15 of you are contesting for the same post. And it is only one person that will get it at the end of the day. So you should be ready to say that, okay, you're going to lose this money. And at the end of the day, even after losing it, somewhere, somehow, along the line, even maybe not in that election, maybe in the next dispensation, even if you lose again, they can actually compensate you with one thing. And in whatever post you are, you don't have to become the governor, you don't have to become the president before you make any meaningful impact in the politics. Right. Somebody was asking me if I wanted to become if I was given any post, which one would I take? And the person was thinking because I'm a doctor, I was going to take ministry commissioner for health, and I was like, no. I'd rather take the commissioner for road and transport. And he was like, what do you mean? How can you do that? And I was like, see, I've been in the UK, and I know that the way I drive and everything on the road is quite different from what's happening. Even after I got here recently and I saw that they've drawn lines all about, people are still driving like madmen.
Dr. Shino,
and I was like, see, the truth is, this kind of a thing, if you implement it, people will see it at the end of the day and will be happy at you. So whichever post you find yourself, make a meaningful impact in it.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Dr. Shino. Thank you so much. This text here says, why would we not take... Sorry, let me just take... Oh, sugar. Okay. Why would we not take their money? Oh, sugar. My bad. Let me just open this. Okay, why would we not take... why would we not take their money when, for instance, we have asked for the declaration of our I can't pronounce it. Underlying local government chieftaincy matters that's gone as far as the governor's office since the inception of this Sheyi Makinde administration without seeing the light of day. One then begins to wonder what one gains from this group of politicians. Even one has to sweat so much over a common declaration that does not cost the government a dime. Lekon Alalade. And finally, this text here says, Plateau barrister Ronke and myself will not collect money to vote, but the locals will. Education is at the lowest ebb in the country. Plateau is on the street. He's right. Each of one of us should make it at a point of duty to be telling them in the market, Micra, Okada, churches are must not to again. Joe, thank you so much. I'm interested in that declaration that the man, I think, was elected Dow or something that he. But time has run out.
What are we expecting by 8?
All right. At 8 o'clock, we have an interesting conversation about there's a young farmer in the midst of all that's happening with farmers even down in tools because of the insecurity. I'll be talking to a farmer who's determined that this is obviously what he wants to do. So you should definitely tune in. Thank you very much, Barrister. Thank you, Plateau, for your time. It's been great. Thank you for listening. And of course, thank you for watching as well. I'll be back at 8 o'clock. So stay tuned. I'm Ronke Kiwa Onofuwa.
Splash FM 105.5.
Bode, now what do you find for kitchen?
My dear, now spoon to drink off medicine.
Honey, take comics. Just here.